Nymph of the Thermaikos, metropolis of the Balkans, of Byzantium and modern Greece, and more recently the cultural capital of Europe 1997. Irrespective of its various appellations, Thessaloniki is truly unique. A busy seaport, the city has a long and compelling history, covering a period of more than 2,300 years. Despite its turbulent history, the city has captivated the minds and the hearts of its visitors.
Γεια σας. Σήμερα θα περιηγηθούμε μαζί στην ιστορία και στις γειτονιές της πόλης μου. Θα γνωρίσουμε το παρελθόν και το παρόν της, τα μνημεία και τους ανθρώπους της. Και ελπίζω ότι και εσείς θα την αγαπήσετε, όπως έκαναν μέχρι τώρα όσοι την έζησαν. Η Θεσσαλονίκη είναι σήμερα η δεύτερη μεγαλύτερη πόλη της Ελλάδος, με πληθυσμό πάνω από 1 εκατομμύριο, σημαντικό εμπορικό, βιομηχανικό και πολιτιστικό κέντρο.
The history of Thessaloniki begins in 315 BC, with its establishment by Kassandros, the then commander and later king of Macedonia. Kassandros named the new city after his wife, the princess Thessaloniki, sister of Alexander the Great. According to the ancient writer Strabo, long before the city itself was founded, 26 smaller settlements existed in the areas surrounding the Thermaikos Gulf. Only a few archaeological finds from the city's past have been discovered. It is only relatively recently that archaeologists have found artifacts from its Neolithic settlements, from excavations at Tumba, as well as from the areas called Karabournaki, Stavroupoli, Pilea, and from the grounds of the Thessaloniki International Trade Fair. Studies of these finds indicate that the very first inhabitation of the region of Thessaloniki dates back to the 5th or 6th millennium BC. It is certain that thousands of years ago, the landscape of this area was completely different, because the water of the Thermaikos Gulf penetrated deep inland. As a result, the early settlers lived much closer to the coast, even in areas of the city which are on higher ground today. The Thermaikos Gulf took its name from a very important early seaport called Thermi, probably located where modern Seves now lies. The architectural remains of an Ionic temple of the 6th century BC are impressive. Its huge capitals and frieze decoration were found in the center of the city. A small number of scattered sculptures has been discovered from the archaic and classical periods, which preceded the establishment of Thessaloniki. Built in a strategic location, Thessaloniki soon distinguished itself as a commercial center. A well-protected port on the Thermaikos Gulf with a view to Mount Olympus and the Pieria mountain range across the sea, surrounded by plains, rivers, and the natural defense barrier of Mount Chortiatis to the north, the city was perfectly located. During the Hellenistic period, the 3rd century BC, Thessaloniki must have already been fortified with city walls, which were repeatedly destroyed and restored after various attacks. Material from its ancient buildings was often reused to restore the city walls quickly, to keep invaders at bay. In the late Hellenistic times, the town minted its own coinage, and the cult of ancient gods was already widespread. The most important divinities mentioned were Dionysus, Aphrodite, Artemis, Demeter and Persephone, as well as the Egyptian Serapis and Isis. After the defeat of the last Macedonian king, Perseus, by the Romans in the Battle of Pydna in 168 BC, Thessaloniki was nominated the capital city of one of the 4 administrative regions of Macedonia under the Roman Empire, and a new chapter in the town's history began. In the year 130 BC, the town was connected to the known world of the time with the construction of a road called Via Egnatia, a project planned and executed by the Roman proconsul Gnaeus Egnatius. The stone-paved road covered a distance of 800 kilometers from Kypsela in present-day Turkey. It crossed northern Greece, passed through Thessaloniki and ended at Dyrrhachio on the Adriatic coast. The Via Egnatia was used for centuries as an important military and commercial road.